let's talk about where you come from, which is the Southeast. One of the biggest conversation politically right now is how the APC will fare in the Southeast and maybe the Northwest, and there are different unique, permutation as to how that is. So, let's say President Bola Tinubu wins the election in 2027. That means he runs with Kashim Shettima. That means that we're still going to have President Tinubu from Southwest, and we're going to have Kashim Shettima from the Northeast. The Southeast, for instance, has been agitating to have a strong seat on the table, maybe around the leadership of the National Assembly, either the Senate or the House of Reps. With this rule right now, that possibility, how feasible can it be?
Well, like I said, it's after the election that we can start to talk about who leads the National Assembly. However, Southeast generally are for APC unconditionally. Why do I say so? APC has shown the people of Southeast love in an extraordinary manner. And I give the credit to the father of the nation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will agree with me that in 2023, the people of Southeast didn't vote for PDP, and by implication, didn't vote as we suppose to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being a Democrat, being a nationalist, still gave the people of Southeast juicy positions in his administration. Number one is the office of the Honorable Minister of Works, which is the first of its kind from creation for an Igbo man to smell that seat. Outside that, as I'm talking to you, this is the very first time since 1914 that the Southeast is receiving the due attention in terms of infrastructure development. You will agree with me that as a result of the Nigerian Civil War, most of the infrastructure in Southeast were eroded away, and the reconstruction and the rehabilitation program of federal government then didn't get to Southeast, even when Southeast take the huge brunt of that Civil War. But President Tinubu, as I'm talking to you, is rehabilitating most of the major roads in Southeast, which include the Onitsha-Enugu double carriageway, the Enugu-Aba-Port Harcourt carriageway, double carriageway, the Enugu-Abakaliki double carriageway, and the mother of all projects is another road, double lane road, traversing Calabar to Abakaliki, passing my community to Benue, down to Abuja.
Senator,
with all these reasons,
my sincere apologies. I know you're reeling this out. So a straight political question.
Yes.
Do you believe?
Yes.
Maybe I can predict your answer, but I'll leave it to you. That President Tinubu will win the Southeast in 2027, given how he performed poorly the last time in 2023. And these are your reasons for saying he will win, right?
Well, you should listen, carefully, and with keen interest on the enumeration I made a few minutes ago. You will agree with me that it goes without saying that President Tinubu and other APC candidates will win in Southeast come 2027 general election. The reasons are bound. I've said it here. Igbo people are seeing it. We've taken our position. Even if our son comes to contest, it is very clear that the political permutation, as at present, does not favor an Igbo man to be president of Nigeria. We must tell ourselves the truth, and we can't be deceived all the time. We know the best time to strike to get the #1 seat, and all Nigerians will support us.
So in your view right now, the likes of maybe, say, Peter Obi is not doing his timing properly by trying to unseat President Tinubu by the analogy you gave. Is that what you're saying?
He's coming at the wrong time.